smile.
No,
Why would I? Who talks to the hell?
I can't. Okay, let's go. Who bringing us in? Let the Lord use you however you're being used today.
You ready?
Don't take that little.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Kings in Conversation.
What are you laughing at over there?
Because somebody's gonna get chunked. And not just this food. I'm Enrique.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Mocha.
And as y'all can see,
Yes,
we are sitting here eating one of my favorite meals in the whole entire world called the Shrimp Mojo. Actually, I have the shrimp and chicken mojo, and it was catered today by Old School Flavor. The information is there on the screen. Make sure whenever you need an event catered here in Atlanta, anywhere in Metro Atlanta, correct?
But actually, I've catered, I've driven food to parts of Alabama and everything.
Oh, cool.
And you just got to be able to pay the fee.
Listen, make sure that you reach out to my co-host who is doing an amazing job out there in Stone Mountain. And this food is amazing. So we're going to be talking about one of our favorite new shows called P-Valley. And I want to be clear because the P stands for pussy.
But that's what it was originally called. And,
it was.
She went and she changed the name. That's why it drops off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which that was smart because there's a lot of people
who get offended.
Yes. Yeah. I don't get offended by the word pussy.
We know you don't.
And I don't think the word pussy means vagina. I do not. I believe that a woman can have a pussy, and I believe that a man can have a pussy. To me, it is just a part of the human body. Remember, I don't think it's a vagina. It's the part of the human body where you can insert your penis. I've already made a long-ass video. Go to my social media.
That's a pussy.
I'm not one who does a whole lot of that. Not saying that I have not been oral, but I'm saying that when I am in my groove, with my toys, I definitely call it pussy.
Anyway. So today we are going to be reviewing the first 4 episodes of P-Valley. We've been asked by so many of our viewers to review this show.
Yes.
And so we decided to go ahead and jump in. And we didn't want to do it per episode. We're going to do all 4 at one time.
It is so good.
It is so good.
And
it's
seasoned
just right.
Killing it.
Yeah,
I know y'all are laughing at me.
So if y'all hear a smacking,
my head has been buried in this bowl.
Down.
Because this is our first meal of the day.
This is so good.
None of us.
We're going to start the reviews with talking about the characters.
Right. So we're going to talk about all of the characters. How do you feel about it?
Oh my God! From the very first episode, I was drawn in.
Yes.
I just everything about it is just so real and authentic. Like, you almost felt like that city actually existed.
Yes.
And like that strip club actually existed. And I know, I know.
Mississippi.
Oh my God. So it just looks so real.
Right.
And oh my God, I don't even know where to start.
I know. Can I say my favorite part of this whole entire show is when they say chia. Yeah. Right, chia. Get up, chia. Mm-hmm. I love that whole accent.
It's written like that.
It is amazing.
That's how they talk back where I'm from, Louisiana. Yeah.
So when we see the story starting out, it started out with a character named Autumn, who evidently is just recovering from the effects of Katrina. That's what it looked like to me. And the reason why I said Katrina, because it really, it had so many similar scenes of the Beyonce video when she was talking about Katrina.
But I think that she's recovering from an abusive relationship.
Well, yeah, that's what I think.
But where does all the flooding come from?
Because there was floodage, but I don't know if...
I think that
floodage probably represented something that's probably going to be revealed later.
I think it was from Katrina.
I don't think there was no type of storm or devastation.
Because if it was from Katrina, there would have been more people.
I think it was right. I think that flood was kind of symbolized something.
Okay.
That's going to be revealed later. That's what I think.
I honestly think she
just from looking at it from the episodes, she just got out of a domestic relationship.
Well, it definitely shows that
she's recovering from that.
But think about it. The water situation.
Okay.
Yeah,
she was grounded. So that's why I think she drove a car.
And that's why she had that panic attack when she was in the truck. You know, at the car wash when she was locked in the truck. And she had that panic attack, but thinking that water was coming in. I think all of that.
But that's why that's another reason why I think it was something dealing with Katrina. And I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, which I'm okay with that. But when you see, but you remember how you saw the clothes floating around?
Yeah,
and there was a flood.
But why was she the only one there?
Because the story was just about her.
Oh, Jesus. No. Okay, so
Katori, you wanted us to be talking about this subject matter, and so you definitely succeeded. Yeah, because we don't know what it is.
We don't know what's going on right there.
But the character of Autumn is real mysterious.
Very mysterious.
Very beautiful.
We definitely know she's a hustler.
Very much a
Period.
hustler. But I like that she is light skinned. Because it plays on the light skin, dark skin thing, and they speak on it a lot.
And she acts just like a typical light skinned girl.
Really?
In that situation, she does. Like just from episode to episode,
she used her looks to basically get what she wants. Yeah, you're right.
She's acting just like a light skinned girl.
Right. You know? Not all light skinned, but just in general.
In general, you know what I mean? That type of You know what I'm trying to say.
And so we see that basically she was moving from wherever she was, and she came to Chilipoka.
Chickalika.
No,
baby, we don't know what the name.
Chickalisa.
She basically moved to a city where she needed to start over.
I don't think she moved there.
You don't think she's totally there?
The bus ride, and the bus was
getting ready to leave.
That's right, and she stayed.
She stayed. She was supposed to get back on that bus.
We don't even know what made her stay.
What? Well, she looked out into the abyss and she saw
the paint.
Over the horizon. She said that she decided to stay. I guess she was thinking to herself, "This may be a spot where I can just chill out, and lay low, shake my ass, and make me a few dollars."
Right. But when she first got up there, because she thought her looks were going to get her in, we saw Diamond stop that and was like, "That is not even about to happen."
Period. You still need to pay.
But first of all, she said, "I'm going to give you my email."
Right, exactly.
You dress bougie.
Exactly.
And you said my email?
I have a question for y'all.
To work for her.
Is Diamond gay?
Not on the show, no, because I think he has a thing for Miss Mississippi.
I think he has a thing for Mississippi too.
Okay. But we don't see a love interest yet.
No, it kind of
it's kind of
it's played out.
He was just helping her with the baby. That's all I saw.
No, even when in the kitchen when she had her arm.
He's definitely feeling her.
Okay.
He's definitely feeling her.
Even when the guy tried to
the way he pampers to her, and the way pampers, the way he caters to her, and the way he took care of her bruise.
Right.
It's there.
Talking with her.
Right. So basically, this show is about a strip club that is definitely hidden. That down in Mississippi, that a lot of people in that area go to, and we see that their main attraction, Mercedes, who is played by Brandy. I think that's her name. Brandy, you are absolutely beautiful.
Talented.
And when I tell you, baby, the way you work, that pole.
Yeah. You know what?
Go ahead, tell it.
I love her. I love the role that because the way they got her set up.
Yes.
Baby, she a hustler. She go hard.
Yes.
She respects the code.
Yes, she does.
She can recite every rule.
Yeah.
she respects the code.
She's a mentor.
And she's an OG. And she's a mentor. And not only that, but she has a plan.
That's what I love the most.
She had a plan. She didn't want to do that all of her life. She wanted to stack her coins to go and do something for the community.
Yes.
She actually care about those
exactly.
things.
So she has her little dance troupe that she is definitely planning to make bigger. She's planning to do something great. But we also see that she has an antagonist in the movie. And the antagonist is not even the other strippers like we would think.
Right.
Because they all respect her. The antagonist is her mother.
It was the holy roller.
I ain't gonna even lie. My mama gonna kill me when I say that.
Roller.
That lady remind me of my mama.
See, my dad ain't nothing like that.
Well, see,
my mama's not like that now, but
my dad has never been like that. It was never I'm gonna push the church on you to give me money type.
My
thing.
mom.
Well, no, not like that. I'm talking about just the whole way that they slightly condemn you because you're not doing what they believe that you should do, and then they use that as manipulation to get something out of you.
You know they do that all the time, especially with gay people who come up in the church.
Right.
They're gonna use the church to tear you down, but at the same time they're gonna hand their hand out.
And what they're gonna want? They're gonna want your gift. They're gonna want your talent. They're gonna want your money. They're gonna want you to sing in the choir.
They're gonna want you to do their makeup. They're gonna want you to do their hair.
Exactly.
I never had it.
But then get up and then preach on you and condemn you.
And expect you to reach in your purse and put that money in that tray when it's going by.
I never understood. Well, let me say to take that back because I used to be in that mode. Man, when I saw Mercedes giving Mama money like that, you want to know why she's doing that? Because she feels like she going to hell. Exactly.
You know, she's feeling all of that.
Exactly.
Guilt.
Exactly. And we see that it's been revealed that Mercedes actually has a child that she lost.
Mm-hmm. She lost custody of her. Yeah.
She's already having guilt. She's working hard. She's trying to rebuild. She has her a nice little house. She don't got no crazy fancy car. She just got her cute little car. She's doing her thing and she's building her business, which that is something to be so proud of and to respect her for. So then we see that there is Uncle Clifford, who is played by Nico. And let me say this, Nico, you are doing an amazing job.
Yes,
them wigs.
I'm sorry, them wigs a little nervous to me.
Baby!
Them wigs a little nervous.
But do they look like
they fit?
Exactly!
They fit perfectly with the scene and with...
Because we excited.
Yeah, I love that show. Like, that's my new favorite.
Yo, but when I tell you my favorite one was the lace front that he had that was brown with the red tip or the reddish tips. That was my favorite wig.
I like the car wash wig.
That's the wig. That's what I like.
That was great.
Yes, that's my favorite one too.
I'm like, Nico, you need to start a wig line because it looks so right for that show. Y'all get what I'm saying? It looked right for that show. So I thought that was like really, really, really interesting. And then we have another character. Well, let's talk a little bit more about Uncle Clifford.
Yes.
Because he has a big storyline. He's the owner of the Pink. The Pank. Right.
He had the Pank.
And he's behind in mortgage payments.
Yes, facing foreclosure.
And so part of the storyline is that there's a big company trying to come into this small city and bring a casino. And we all know casinos bring big money to small cities as long as it is based on the water. It has to be located on the water. Yeah. And the Pank happens to be the land that they need in order to be able to make this happen. So he's behind. There are people who are against him to try to get him out and go into foreclosure so they can get that land for pennies on the dollar and then eventually build up the casino. Is the mayor his cousin?
No.
They're not related. The mayor is related to...
They're not related. That's his godson.
That's his godson.
Okay.
Andre and him, that's his godson and godfather.
Okay. And then we also see that Pink got a little boo.
No, Clifford.
I'm sorry.
It's the food.
It's definitely food. Uncle Clifford has a little boo, and the little boo comes to the club. He's real thuggish.
Well, he's not his boo initially.
He don't start off with
it. Right. But he liked them.
They met, you could tell that there was something there.
So then we see that there's a young girl there. Her name is Mississippi. She's on social... Crooked letter I. Crooked letter I. Humpback I.
I love her.
But you know what?
She's beautiful.
That is her role.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's so pretty. And one of the things she said in the last episode to Mercedes, as Mercedes was getting ready to have her last dance before she went to go and become a businesswoman, she said, I'm not like you.
Right.
She said, all I got is
I'm pretty.
But when Mercedes didn't show up, and we're not going to give it all away, but when Mercedes didn't show up and she volunteered to go out there.
She was hesitant and scared.
But at the same time, she wanted to, it was like she had to prove
that to herself.
That if I don't have anything else,
yes,
I got this.
Baby.
And when I tell you, it was like a work of art watching her out there.
And
it was like a work of art.
And how it happened where she was dancing to Little Murder song, to me that was just signifying so much at that time.
Because they're both trying to prove themselves.
Yes.
They're both, there's the dynamics are are the same in it.
I agree. I totally agree.
I really appreciate
And she's a single mother.
No, she's not a single mother.
Where's the baby daddy?
That's the one that's fighting her.
He beats on her.
She's a single mother.
Yeah. She's pretty much in it on her own.
But if he's not keeping that baby while she at the club and earning money, that's okay.
Yeah,
she's in
the
a
baby
relationship.
is at the club with her,
and she keep getting beat down and having to put makeup on. But so many millions of women can relate to that story, especially strippers, because a lot of times they don't have that support.
She have to let it all go when the lights come on and it's time to get on that stage.
Can I tell you what I thought was funny? Remember when he couldn't find anyone, Uncle Clifford couldn't find no one to get on stage? He said, like, I'm going to have to go out there. He said, dance for these nickels.
I respect that about Clifford, because Clifford was like, at the end of the day, the show got to go on.
Baby.
There's money out there that needs to be made. I got to make rent. We got to get this shit paid. If I got to go out here and do it, I'm going. But I appreciate that type of hustle. You know what I'm saying?
He was ready. But for her to step up and to go out and to do it amazing. What episode was that where they did this triple?
It was two.
It was three girls on
a pole.
Three girls on the pole, and Mercedes got up there and he was shaking that ass.
Trinity.
Because, baby, the Holy Trinity.
I'm gonna tell you what I loved, and I don't know if you caught it or not. When Mercedes went all the way up to the top of that pole,
dancing on
and she was dancing on that ceiling, and they let us hear her breathing, and hustling.
Oh my God.
When I tell you that did something to me, because I'm like, I know that's how it is when them girls is up there. You know what I'm saying? They got the breathe, they got the focus,
because there's so much that goes into it.
Oh my God!
You got that pole control is
like that's crazy.
Mama was on the ceiling with
baby.
I think strippers who know how to pole dance are more athletic than any athlete.
I agree.
Because it's all about arm strength and focus. And they have to trust that pole.
Yes. I agree. And then they have to trust themselves to be strong enough to be able to do the right thing at the right time. And that leads us to Gidget. Because Gidget knows the physics.
She knows the physics of it. Yeah.
Of being a stripper and a pole dancer, because sometimes they're similar, but then sometimes
she was trying to school a lot of on it. She was like, you have to do it this way.
Yes.
You have to let yourself guide around and yada yada. So, which taught me something, because I didn't know that.
Right.
I thought that it was all about just arm strength and just
and holding yourself.
Right,
and being talented enough to do things, but it's not. It's all about physics and the gravity of it,
and knowing how to throw your body around.
How to throw your body around and all
right.
That, so.
One point I do want to bring up. I want to bring up the discrimination of women in church, and as much as Mercedes' mama gets on my nerves. One thing I will say is that the role she's playing with the pastor, because we definitely know she's sleeping with the pastor. Katori, you didn't even have to put that out there. We already see it. One, because I used to be a pastor.
She called herself the church whore in one of the episodes.
Yeah, she did. She said one of your other church whores.
Yeah.
But that discrimination is so real. Women are still not treated.
Is that still the same?
That is still the same in so many cases. And you would think after Bishop Jakes,
exactly.
that all the women would be loosed, right?
That's right.
My father's assistant pastor is a woman. She's always been a woman.
But see, that's not that popular. Well, it's more popular now, but we're still talking about, we're still talking about that particular time. And as anointed as she was, in the service, and whether we liked it or not, she still carried the church.
Yes, she did.
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yes, she did.
And that's how it's been in most churches.
He knows she carried it, but he's not going to give her that role.
Exactly.
He knows that she, knows how to get a good offer. He knows
exactly.
But he still won't give it to her.
The Lord said give 10%. I said, Lord, she's singing a 10% song.
He told her to stand.
She sung a 10% song.
The Lord wants your 10%.
Baby. But
he told her to stay in her lane.
Yes, he did. And then after he said and manipulated her to get her daughter's money by saying, I think I want to try you out in that pulpit.
He know that
knowing that was never your intention.
Exactly.
You Satan is he.
But so many male pastors
do that in the
yes.
church?
Yes. They are still
knowing they're not going to do it just so you can
just to get that money. That coin. Exactly.
So they're no different than con artists or
in so many cases
they are con artists.
They are. But let me say this: I know some real ass preachers who really love God, who really love the people, and whose intentions are pure. Speaking of that, I want to give a huge shout out to my homeboy, the new apostle, Pastor Keith McQueen in Indianapolis, Indiana, who just recently became an apostle, who was recently consecrated and ordained. I know him personally. We have had personal conversations. I know his heart. He's one of those real pastors that are sincerely for the people and not for himself, because his husband is well established, he's well established, and they don't need the pastor. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? They don't need that. So I definitely want to give a shout out to him. And I want to talk a little bit more about Katori, because her story that she's bringing to life.
Well, so I want to talk about the story just because being in the lifestyle and being of the nightlife,
yes,
and doing lip sync shows and all that, I've been around the strippers, and we've had strippers that did sex during that time. The one thing I appreciate about this story is that it's very real. Everything that you guys are watching on P-Valley actually happens. Like, these girls go through so much, and it takes so much strength for them to make it through, because they are judged by the outside.
Yes.
They're ostracized by their families.
Yes.
They have to compete with the girls at work. Then they have these children, like when she has to bring her child to work.
Yes.
That stuff is real.
Yes.
And outside looking in, you always say, oh, they're just strippers. They're just taking off their clothes for money. It's not that easy.
No.
It is not that easy. So I appreciate this actual series for showing strippers in this light. And I saw somebody comment on Twitter, I want to say, or Instagram. And they said, not another show showing us in this light. And my thought process was, it's not another show showing you in this light, because we've never had a show like this.
Exactly.
It's a show that's shedding light, because you guys that sit out and prejudge these young ladies, or these young men now as well, thinking that you know their stories, and you don't know their stories.
Yes.
Mercedes is a hustler.
Yes, boss.
Who used her body to get what she wanted. And as she said on that episode, she's never compromised her morals.
Exactly.
Ever. And you don't have to. Just because I'm here don't mean just because I'm of it don't mean I got to be in it.
I want to say this. Don't lose your train of thought. I want to say this. One of the things that I love that Katori showed was Mercedes, if she was a user, they showed where she had an opportunity to be just that. Because there was an NFL coach that said, let me take care of you. Now, and she said, no, you have a wife, da-da-da-da-da. But he said, still, let me take care of you. And that was not her MO.
And she said then, if outside of these walls, I don't think you can afford it.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think she was talking more than just money.
Right, she was.
Because even the young man who was on house arrest on her last dance, who actually has an interest in her.
His name is Maine.
Yes. Came. Is that your kind of dude? Yes. That's your kind of dude.
He got a penis? Yeah, that's his kind.
No, you definitely would like that type. But it just shows that her heart is right.
I don't know if that was shade.
No, I don't.
No.
I don't do.
So he just got out of jail, beat you down type.
Can I be honest with y'all about something?
Go ahead.
The truth is, those types are sexy and they're very intriguing. I don't know if they would make good partners for me, but it is a little bit exciting to have that whole little.
It's very exciting.
Especially if they're a bottom and they're that rugged. I don't know, something about a masculine bottom that just takes me to levels that I can't even really describe. It just makes...
You're doing a good job.
I don't know. I just can't describe it. A masculine bottom that is like a real laid-back dude. Don't get in drama. When people are clack, he just sitting there like, whatever. You know what I mean? There's something so sexy about that. I would just I like that without the thugness, though, because I don't know where the thugness will take us. Because you snapped and I snapped and we both in prison. So I don't know.
I think it's just the illusion of it.
Yeah, I think that is.
Well, speaking of thugs, let's talk about Lil Murder.
Little Murder.
No, not Little.
Lil, right.
Lil Murder.
Who represents a lot of people within the LGBTQAI community.
So he's been receiving flack, and again, I'm always on Instagram trolling, trying to see how people are viewing things.
Right.
And someone put up a post today on Facebook saying that the heterosexual community needs to stop trying to judge him because a lot of heterosexuals feel that homosexuals are all effeminate,
right,
flamboyant,
right.
And when they see that type, they say, "Oh, they're the DL brothers." Never once in this episode has he represented trying to be with a woman.
Exactly.
Never once.
Exactly. Or trying to be DL.
Right. He never, even with the dances, when the guy, his best friend, or the guy he punched in the face.
Yes.
When he said, well, they said whatever they said about him, he wasn't paying for the girls to dance.
Exactly.
So, and even when they was in the room, he was paying for his friends to dance.
Exactly.
So when people say things like that, I don't want to say that they're ignorant. I want to say that they're unaware.
Yeah.
Because there are so many guys out here who aren't DL, who are actually gay, but don't identify with the actual word of gay,
right.
but still like men.
Exactly.
That doesn't make them DL. That just means that they have their lane. And again, as I said,
I have a friend that's like that.
That's one of the reasons why we stopped using the word gay or straight. I mean, we use it, but I'm just saying it's politically correct. Yeah, to say I'm actually paying. It's politically correct to say same gender loving. Same gender loving. Yes, because when you say same gender loving, it takes away that title or that label of, oh, he's gay. Because some people can't walk in their truth because so much negative stigma has been placed on the word gay. And for some of us who had to fight to be gay and to be okay with that, I understand it. I wish same gender loving was around when I was younger. Well, I didn't know about it.
That's the definition of gay.
Well, but you can be same gender loving and still be pansexual or bisexual.
Right, but I'm saying, and by Webster, it's the same. That's why I started using it.
Right.
When I looked up the word, I was like, okay, same gender. And
right.
That's why I started using some shit.
So this is my question to Katori. Katori, are you going to have any male strippers? Would y'all like to see that? Or do you think it's going to take away from the pussy?
I think it'll take away from it.
Yeah, because it's pussy.
Okay.
I think it'll take away.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if she had, I just want to let you know, our production said me neither. I think they should have some.
So maybe they have a male night.
That would be awesome, because this is what I think. I would love to see where, in order to save the club, now they have to get women involved. Because no. They have to get women involved. Because we know that whenever you need to save something, start getting the women. So if you start having male strippers, then the women.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? And maybe charge a couple dollars more.
Because ladies' night is...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Have a ladies' night.
At the paint.
At the paint. Get that money. You know what I'm saying? And then if you decide...
He could stand for penis bag.
For that night.
When I tell you, he over here talking like this club for real.
Baby.
He done gave this lady a whole business plan. And this a series.
And this a series. He gave a whole business plan.
Listen.
That's what it makes you feel like, though, because it's so real.
And then let me tell you why I think it would be even doper. Because you are actually allowed to see the penis on this show. So it's more...
Let's go back.
Well,
let's go back.
Am I lying?
You're right. Let's go back to that sex episode. That sex.
Well, phone sex. Let's talk about the phone sex, because I love me some good old phone sex sometimes.
I ain't did that since
Andre and Autumn having good old fashioned, nasty, passionate phone,
baby.
And they showed this man walk.
Yes.
To the bed naked,
butt naked,
and that penis was swinging.
They saw him. They showed him laying down and then actually touching it to stroke it.
Yeah,
they didn't just imply it,
but they showed it,
and they showed the nut on his
stomach.
But I tell you, that was
woo!
That's some TV.
Our production is going crazy.
The thing about this show, and that's why I said it's phenomenal, is that it's real.
It's so real.
It's not saturating. It's showing you exactly what we do when things happen.
Exactly.
When Lil Murder spit down Uncle Clifford's hole for lubrication,
that was so hot.
Everybody does it, or has done it, or has thought about it, and for them to show that was real. That was
so real.
It happened.
And then I love how he opened up the condom. He didn't do it like real proper. He did it with his teeth. All of those small details make a huge difference. So listen, there is so much we can talk about this show.
Talk about Gidget now.
No, okay, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Gidget.
Because as I told Mocha on the way over, I think she's the glue. Because she's kind of like the ditzy little friendly, happy-go-lucky white girl.
And can I tell you this? I love the fact that she's not trying to be black.
No.
She continues to be like, honey, white girl magic.
Yeah.
But you know it's not in a racist type of way.
Right.
And her Mercedes and Mississippi have formed a bond.
There's a sisterhood.
And they're hurt that Mercedes is leaving.
Well, they're more hurt that she didn't tell them that the club made.
But look at how they took care of her on her last.
Oh my God! They treated her
like a queen, dressed her,
combed her hair,
lotioned her body,
had her locker all cute.
So. And it just goes to show you that even in that type of environment, there can still be real love.
Yes.
Real sisterhood.
Real togetherness.
Friendship.
Yes.
Yeah, because, on the outside, we're thinking they're all in there and they competing and they all ratchet-minded.
Right.
And they ain't got no love.
And then they're whores and they're this. Right.
There was some real sisterhood.
I agree.
And as a stripper, you need those type of bonds because you don't know what's going to jump off.
And you don't know who's there.
Right.
You don't know who got a gun.
Right.
You don't know who got a razor.
And it's obvious that they all have each other's back.
Exactly. But our last point I want to make is about Patrice taking Mercedes' money and undermining her vision.
And saying God.
And in the name
of God.
Of the Lord. Can I be honest with you?
And isn't it ironic how it ended up being the same property that she knew where
she was going. Because she knew she wanted to turn it into a gym.
She had already told her.
Yeah, that's true.
But let me play devil's advocate. I have been in that place where Patrice is hearing a calling of God, which I honestly believe for her character, it's authentic. I think she is hearing a calling of God. But I can't tell you how many times I have heard the call of God but did not go about it the right way. You get what I'm saying? I know God wants me to do something.
A godly idea, but
so I don't move in the right good intentions, wrong methods. You get what I'm saying? And she took this girl's $20,000, undermined her vision. Anytime you have a vision and you have to undermine someone else's vision in order for your vision to happen, that is not from God. And I think that we have to be clear because so many preachers, so many people in ministry do that to this day. They undermine people. They manipulate people. And I want to make sure we keep this on here. Paula White, I'm talking to you. Because how dare you publicly support a president that is not for our people after you have built your ministry on the back of black people? I will not ever take down from that. You owe our community an apology, and you owe everybody that ever sold a dime into your ministry back their money. When you know full well that this president is not for the people who have built your legacy. So when I saw what Patrice did,
you better let have. Where your fan at?
Yeah.
And I'm gay, and I'm a sex worker, and I'm calling you out, and I'm a prophet. So don't play with me. But when I saw what Patrice did, it made me think about how many preachers do that. Mm-hmm. But what I love about Mercedes got the anointing on her, and she decided to lay hands. What y'all want to talk about that?
People on and I think you probably saw it on Twitter because I think you said something.
Yes.
Somebody said, was it right for Mercedes to fight her mom? I don't care what you say.
Baby.
When you bring it to me,
baby.
I'm going to give it.
Baby.
Now, she tried through every episode to
yes,
respect her mother.
She
tried to respect, and like, out of everything. Well, her mama said something about the whole money and the money.
Yes.
Everything. She's still giving you money. You took her $20K and you took all of her tips.
Yes.
Every time this girl got tips, you took everything. So you literally was trying to deplete her of
and was coming to the club to collect the money.
It was building. All of that wasn't doing anything but building.
Wow. And
because she have to understand this woman is being torn down. She's being shamed.
Eternally.
She's giving her mom her money.
Yes.
And it's still not enough.
Yes.
Just all of that is piling up.
Yes.
And then here I am finally trying to break free.
Yes.
Trying to please myself.
And do the right thing for me.
Yes. Right. That's what I was going to say. To show you, Mom, you did not make a mistake.
To show you that I am trying.
Yes.
I am listening to what you're saying.
Yes.
I am trying to do the... And you take it?
Yes.
Baby, you didn't take it. You stole it.
All because of something that you're trying for a selfish reason.
Yes.
Now I got to go back.
A demon you back.
Yes.
Now I got to go back to this place and start all the way over.
And you know what I think is funny? And we gotta go. We gotta wrap this up. Production is looking at their clocks. But let me say this: it is so amazing for how self-righteous Patricia is when her and her daughter are the same exact person.
Well, the guy called that out in the meeting.
Yes, he did.
He called it. He said, "I guess that's where your daughter gets it from." And I know that when they get to her backstory, she probably wasn't supposed to.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
something went down in that situation.
Well, she mentioned
Mm-hmm.
she mentioned how she had to be in the streets doing.
I was paying attention.
Well, listen, Katori, you are doing amazing. Hats off to you.
Can't wait to see the rest of the episodes and season 2.
And congratulations on season 2. And we are just excited about what is going to happen for this show. Keep moving forward. Keep doing your thing. And we here at Kings in Conversation
will keep supporting.
We'll always support what you're doing because this is what we need.
It's a good TV.
All right, everybody. TV. Thank you so much again. We appreciate y'all. Have a good day.
See you later.
All right, bye-bye.